Hello, my name is BJ Smith. This is Module 1 for EDL850 School Law. A little bit about myself. I'm the ESL facilitator at Lyons High School and a head girls basketball coach. I was an elementary teacher, and then I did middle school math, and now I moved into ESL because our district had a need. I haven't taken a class in a year. So I'm a little rusty at this. Hopefully it doesn't take me long to catch back into the swing of things. It's my third year as the ESL facilitator. I have a 612 classroom, and then I'm responsible for all the data collection and testing and stuff for the ESL kids in our district. Outside of school, I have a son, Tarek. He's a biology ed major at Kansas Wesleyan. And he helps with, he used to play football, but now he's a student coach. And we like to golf, and we've traveled all over golfing, so not very good at it, but that's something we like to do. Alright, for government supports, locally we have our school board. They run the day-to-day operations of our school, and that's what they're responsible for. The state, we have the State Board of Education. They have oversight, and they have the accountability, make sure the schools are doing what they're supposed to. They provide the funding, and they pass the laws for governing school practices. And then we have the federal U.S. Department of Education. They have some programs like Head Start, the school lunch program. Mostly they work with equal rights, from what I've seen in the research I've done so far. Who's in charge? Locally, who's in charge is our school board. Our school board has the authority to conduct business without specific statutory delegation. The board may transact all school business and adopt policies they seem appropriate to maintain our school and develop and operate the local school. The state is the State Board of Education, and they govern the Kansas Department of Education. KSDE provides the leadership, the resources, the supports, and the accountability to our state's K-12 education system. Federally, it's the U.S. Department of Education, and they protect the civil rights and make sure that schools are providing the education to the best of their abilities. Which level of government has the most influence? So component 1, which is evaluate, develop, and implement management communication technology at school level and operation systems that support each student's learning and promote the mission and the vision of the school. That's, to me, that's the local school board has the most influence over that. They run the day-to-day operations. They really promote the mission and the vision of the school and make sure that they're doing everything they can to meet those goals. In component 2, evaluate, develop, and advocate for the data-informed and equitable resourcing plan that supports school improvement and student development. Again, I think that's the local school board. And as I was doing my research, I saw that the locally has a lot more power than federally, so it's a bottom-up kind of system. So local school board has the most influence. The state does provide a lot of resources for schools to use when developing plans and school improvement and evaluating the data. So they have a lot of supports for the school district, but the school itself and the school district have the most influence. In component 3, effectively evaluate, communicate about, implement laws, rights, policies, and regulations to promote student and adult success and well-being. I was real close on state and local on this one, and I chose to think that the state has the most influence on this because they write the laws and the policies mostly, that we have to follow, so they have a great deal of influence on how we can run our school and the policies we have to follow in our school. So how does this success, or how does all this tie into supporting educational success for all? And the best way I could describe it was a system of checks and balances. I feel that the state checks on the local district, and they make sure that we're following all the regulations and policies that we're supposed to. They have us fill out the paperwork, because I do a lot of paperwork as ESL, and that just makes sure that we are doing what we should be doing. And the federal, we do federal paperwork too, same thing. They check to make sure the local districts are doing what they're supposed to. I think that's the best way to describe how all this works together to me. We all are very important in educating our kids each level, and that's how we work together. Here's my standards, relevance, and reflection. If you want to pause and read those, you can. And here's the references. Thank you for your time.